What if I told you, Dr. Doom's target in Avengers? Doomsday isn't the Avengers. It's Doctor Strange. And not because of magic, not because of ego, but because Strange chose a future where Tony Stark had to die. A future that should never have existed. Today, I'm going to explain how Infinity War, Endgame, Loki, and Doctor Strange all secretly set up Dr. Doom's revenge, and why Avengers, Doomsday might be the darkest MCU movie yet. Ever since Robert Downey Jr. was announced as Dr. Doom, one thing became very clear. This isn't just a villain. This is a reflection. Like Thanos, Doom believes he's the hero. He doesn't want chaos. He wants order. Just like Tony Stark once did. Remember this line? I see a suit of armor around the world. Ultron failed that mission. Tony failed that mission. But Dr. Doom won't. Because Doom believes freedom is a luxury. And safety is mandatory. And that mindset puts him directly against the man who gave the multiverse free will. Doctor Strange. Let's go back to Infinity War. Doctor Strange looks into 14,605 futures. And he finds one where they win. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Strange never says this was the only future where Thanos loses. Only the one he was willing to accept. Because in that future, Tony Stark survives Infinity War. Time travel is invented. Thanos is defeated. And Tony sacrifices himself. Strange knew in that moment Tony Stark was going to die. And he let it happen. But what if there were futures where Thanos was defeated earlier? Tony survived and the Infinity Stones were never destroyed? Strange didn't choose those futures. Why? Because Tony Stark with God-level power isn't a hero. He's Dr. Doom. Imagine this timeline. Tony Stark snaps Thanos away, but survives. The stones keep him alive. Fuse with his body, just like Doom's armor in the comics. Tony becomes inseparable from his suit. Sound familiar? Early Iron Man needed an arc reactor to live. Dr. Doom needs his armor to survive. Now add this. Tony has always feared another invasion, another Thanos, another extinction-level event. So why would he ever give up the stones? The safest hands are still our own. That's not a villain line. That's Tony Stark. But power corrupts. And eventually, Tony becomes the very thing he feared. A tyrant who believes peace must be enforced. A Dr. Doom. Strange thought killing Tony's future killed Doom. But he didn't account for Loki. During the Endgame time heist, Loki escapes. And that changes everything. Loki destroys the TVA, kills he who remains. Frees the multiverse. Now every possible future exists, including the one Strange tried to erase. A universe where Tony Stark never died. A universe where he kept the stones. A universe where he became Doom. And unlike Thanos, this Doom knows the multiverse exists. Dr. Doom doesn't blame Thanos. He blames Doctor Strange. Because Strange looked into the future, played God, and chose which lives mattered. Doom realizes, you didn't stop me because I was wrong. You stopped me because you were afraid. Afraid of the futurist. Afraid of what Tony could become. Strange chose a future where Tony died a hero, instead of living long enough to become Doom. And now Doom sees the multiverse collapsing, because Strange meddled. From Doom's perspective, the villain of this saga isn't Kong. It's Doctor Strange. This is why Avengers, Doomsday is personal. Doom doesn't want conquest. He wants correction. His goal is to end free will, collapse unstable timelines, rebuild reality under one ruler, himself. Because Doom believes, if I had been allowed to exist, none of this would have happened. And now, to save everything, Dr. Doom must destroy the man who chose the wrong future. Here's the tragedy. Dr. Strange was right. Tony Stark would have become a monster. But by trying to prevent that future, he created a worse one. A multiverse with no order, no control, no safety. And now Dr. Doom is coming, not as a villain, but as the solution. And the scariest part? He might be right.